heart from the truth. Now, recently we've been discussing about police brutality, we've discussed about racism through the Blackout Tuesday, and I wanted to discuss today about gender diversity. But a comment that I got from one of the social media networks made me rethink that idea. And I say we're going to talk about gender diversity very soon, very soon. I think it's appropriate for me to be responsive to the comments that I receive as I requested for them and see what matters we can now deal with getting the comments. Is the diversity concept utopian, and does diversity bring about disruptions, disintegration, and disunity in certain spaces? To me, when I think of a company like Coca-Cola, and I like using examples, so when I think of a company like Coca-Cola, I look at them producing a product that is supposed to be distributed in the market. And looking at that product, I see the market being a very diverse market. It serves markets in all the continents in the world. It serves the market that has a variety of age ranges and the generations. It serves different cultures, different religions. That product is supposed to be multifaceted, and it serves literally everybody in the world. So when you look at the organization and how it is composed in its leadership, in its workforce, it would be very awkward for me being an African to see a product that does not have any inclusion of any African person in the organization, or at the very least somebody that shares the same qualities as myself. Young person, female, many other different my ideologies and how I think. So basically, it's what we are able to relate with as a market that is actually supposed to be encouraging for your product to actually penetrate all the spaces. And this is to help us explain and understand where the gains of diversity are fully realized in an organization. And I'll read it from the article that I published, where the gains of diversity are greatest when these conditions are fulfilled. Number one, individuals have completely different skills and information sets. Number two, the different skills and information sets are relevant for the tasks that have to be performed by the team. And number three, that the individuals are able to communicate with each other. Now, communication forms a very important part in any teamwork, in any organization, be it mechanical production, be it factory, be it farm. Communication is very, very important. So we have diverse advocates that are possibly sometimes advocating for their own belonging or their own being so much that it seems a bit excluding, so to speak. And that is why when I later understood the concept and I tried to change it to say that inclusive diversity benefits us all. So there is a way where implementation of diversity could actually be exclusive to an extent. We are actually saying that for our humanity to come together, we have to be able to tolerate each other. I will have to use the word tolerance because I think if we say accommodate each other or whatever, then we're also not being realistic with ourselves. We do have biases. We have individual biases from how we were raised and where we were brought up. We have biases based on the experiences that we've had and the level of education that we have. We have biases based on the experiences that we have had with people who are different from us or who are similar to us. And therefore you could have, for example, there's xenophobia in South Africa, down in South Africa and many other places. That could be seen as an attack towards someone that is not like you or not from your place of origin. And so this kind of hatred that comes by through segregation and disintegration of society is not what diversity seems to achieve. In fact, instead of overly celebrating what is uniquely yours, diversity says, how about you come to the table with your skills and your exposure and your level of culture and way of doing things, and I come with mine. And this is an organization with its own set of rules and standards and regulations that then we see what are the best qualities of your cultural activities or way of doing things that are best. What are my way of doing things that may be better, that can be matched towards achieving a certain objective. So that is to say that we are aware that we have some people who have misled or misguided people with how to implement diversity. And yes, I agree with the comments that again I just read out from the Instagram, that indeed, yes, indeed, we can have a lack of proper implementation for diversity on the account that the leadership is not strong. So therefore, it is important to have a strong leader that fully understands the values, the gains that then belong into that diversity, which then everybody can benefit from. So I know this is not a fun topic to discuss, guys. I totally understand it. The best responses I've gotten are from owners of companies. I've also gotten responses from human resources practitioners who are like, wow, we're going to share this, we're going to be using this in our training videos. And I do appreciate that, because as a policy advocate and a youth advocate and a gender advocate, it is in my place to want to be able to use this platform to share information. Hopefully, when I feel more comfortable, I will start having discussions with other people on the platform, so that we can then start seeing how to change policy. For instance, if you work in an organization that is inherently not diverse and doesn't accept of your unique values and unique practices and even just your uniqueness, then maybe that's an opportunity where we can come in and make recommendations. Do you have the right policies in place? Are those policies inclusive? What is your recruitment structure like? What is the policy for orientation of a new staff? How is the board induction conducted? And how long does it take for somebody to be able to take leadership of that board of directors, if that's your highest authority in the organization? So yeah, guys, it's a developing concept, and I think there are more gains than there are losses. But I would like to say that keep an open mind. Keep an open mind and practice these things and see, use the diverse policies against non-diverse policies that does not promote other people being celebrated or being accommodated, and then see how well you retain your team. Staff retention is one of the I think most important things that can show you whether your organization is being suitable, and especially staff retention for the skilled workforce. You would see that skilled workforce are not even motivated by money or the financial tax that comes with it. You will see that they actually want to work in a place where they enjoy to work, and that is a place where there's something new they can learn. And so while I render my services and skills to the organization, then what am I getting in return? I have to have a fantastic experience. So please feel free to share your comments. I will be preparing for the gender diversity discussion, and I actually want to see if we can link gender diversity to the discussion about gender-based violence. I mean, it could be a stretch, but I would do a bit more research and see if there's a linkage there, whether in your team do you mix with the other genders, do you trust them, do you engage with them enough for you to consult with them on matters? Because then you see if you are exclusive or you are excluding them, then possibly these are the biases that you have internally that you're not even aware of. So we will discuss about this. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and I do know that I owe you guys a final video or a final discussion on police brutality. The consultant that I'm engaging with has been a bit busy, so that's something that is coming up. So thank you guys. I look forward to chatting with you in the next video. Asanteni, that is thank you in Kiswahili. And subscribe to the channel, okay? Thank you, bye.